2021 was not a good year for the MCU. Not only was every single Disney Plus series incredibly underwhelming, but with the exception of one movie, which was a Sony production, Spider-Man No Way Home, in the box office, it was a complete and total disaster. Eternals, Shang-Chi, Black Widow, not good return on the investment for the MCU. And now, just a few days before the release of Doctor Strange 2: Multiverse of Madness, they're getting a rash of bad news as well, including what just came out. Doctor Strange 2 banned in China, losing millions. Footage of the movie is causing an uproar in China, which has seen its citizens do a frame-by-frame analysis of the scene in question. Just as I said last week, now the trades are playing catch-up. As I reported, Doctor Strange will likely not get a release in China, which means it will lose out on millions of dollars. An update from a Twitter user in China who covers the box office says it is banned. Deadline reports following a local online backlash in China regards to a scene where a newspaper kiosk bears the Chinese characters for the Epoch Times, an international multi-language newspaper and media company that opposes the CCP. Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness will probably not get released in China. Now, it hasn't been verified by Marvel or anything like that. Maybe they'll try to do an edit. Who knows? Maybe they don't like all the minority characters in this. Maybe they don't like all the gay characters in this. You never know with China, but you do know Disney's going to do everything they can to get the movie released there. But on top of that, several Middle Eastern countries have already banned Doctor Strange 2. Not off to a great start. Now, I personally do think this movie is going to make a crap ton of money because there are so many people out there that aren't even paying attention to any of the stuff that Disney's pushing or that Marvel's pushing. They're just going to see cameos. And that's all that they'll care about. A lot of the normies are still sucked up in that. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the box office. But this comes on top of already what we heard this weekend. Things like this. Spider-Man director Jon Watts exits Marvel's Fantastic Four. So the guy behind the only good thing you've done in the past 2 years is now leaving the Fantastic Four project. There's a lot of speculation about potentially John Krasinski, who's been in the news today for other things Marvel related. Maybe he's going to step in. Maybe they force Jon Watts out for this or for that. I know one thing. There is no way in hell that current day Marvel does a Fantastic Four movie that is true to the characters. There's no way they do a Fantastic Four movie where all the characters are straight and white. Not gonna happen, no doubt about it. But of course, on top of that, the Marvels. Captain Marvel 2 is still in purgatory, apparently. It used to be a standalone sequel. Then they changed it because no one liked Brie Larson. So they rewrote it multiple times. We've changed it multiple times, delayed it multiple times. And once again, even though filming apparently has wrapped, they've pushed it another 6 months. This movie's not coming out for another year and a half, maybe. Now the release date's in late summer of 2023. Things keep going wrong for the MCU, and that's a good thing. Because you know what? They have made their own bed. They can lie in it. They're the ones who said, F the old fans. We want a new audience. Instead of focusing on great storytelling and building up these great characters, we're going to give people characters that they don't want, that they've rejected over and over again in the comic books because they're not actually characters. They're just SJW virtue signals. That's the only reason that some of these characters like America Chavez, who's going to play a huge role in Doctor Strange 2, were even created in the first place. The audience has despised these characters. They'll also reject them here. But Kevin Feige and the MCU, they do not care. Phase 4 is all new, all different, and all about diversity and representation, regardless of the damage that it does to this franchise. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.